Hey YouTube, here I am with another of my videos. Now I'm working on a 2015 Scion FRS that I'm rebuilding this bumper. Not only the bumper, I'm working on the whole car. Here's the car. Here's my fender. That was all crash stain, and I've been putting it back to not to its original condition, but it'll be good enough to be back on the car. That's kind of expensive of a fender, so I didn't want to really spend the money on it. Same thing with this bumper, original pieces, both OEM. And the main focus topic of my video, it's about me showing how to not the whole process, but part of it, on how to weld this missing piece of plastic bumper together. As you guys know, this is just plastic, and plastic can be a meltdown at a if you can call it a low temperature, something that you can do at your house. So I'm going to be showing you what I've been doing, tools I'm using for this process. Mask. You need a mask because there's a lot of fumes going on with the plastic. I'm using a torch, and I have this little hook metal tool that I'm heating it up and welding the material of the bumper together. Here's a piece I've been working on. All this black stuff that you see here, it was a big old crack separating these two pieces, completely separating it. This thing was this way and the other piece was the other way. This whole area was banded, and by using my heat gun, I was able to unbend the band that was on the bumper. So if you're working on your bumper, you might need a heat gun. Not for this process that I'm doing right now, but for other bends and stuff like that, you can use a heat gun and bring it back in place. So, like I said, this thing was cracked, still cracked. You can see this is the missing part from the bumper. As you can see, something like that. Still need to remove the emblem. Anyways, but as how you can see, this part got put together. So that's the same thing I'm gonna be doing to the bumper. And the only thing I was doing, like I say, you heat up the part or whatever you wanted to use. In this case, I'm using this hook. Other people might have, let me see. I was trying to use this little tool that came in this vinyl repair kit, which it does get warm, but it's not warm enough to melt this, or hot enough to melt this plastic. So that's why I'm using the torch. And all you do is just, like I say, you heat up this to like hot red point, and you kind of like grab from far away plastic and start pushing it into the crack. You know, and that's how you kind of put it together, by you using the same material. Other things that you can do, some people uses like other pieces of plastic, same type of plastic, and they melt it on, which you can do, or weld on from the other part. But in this case, I'm just using the same material. After this, I'm gonna sand all the area, and I'm gonna use fiberglass bundle just to make this area, just to give it a little bit of more strength. Some people will use staples, some people will use like metal netting in the back, which you can do, but I'm not too concerned about this piece, because the main mounting points of the bumper, it's on the sides and the headlights. Obviously the top, I'm not saying there is not, but I feel like there will be not so much strain hanging from that piece that I'll be welding on. Although if there is, it should be strong enough for the force that will be applying to it. So yeah, I'm trying to use the original bumper for many reasons. I wanted to stay OEM and with the original parts. Unfortunately, the hood won't be good. It's a aluminum hood, and it got straight up messed up. Like I say, you need your mask. Those are your tools, heat gun, all that. I want to show you a little bit of other things I have going on. This is the fender from the same car. This thing was all the way pushing all the way to here. I'm gonna post more videos of this car. Same with the bumper. This won't be a complete video all the way until I'm done. I don't really trying to do those kind of videos. I'm just showing the things I do and things that you probably can do. There's way more videos on YouTube on how to really do this process. I'm just showing you that yes, it is possible, and yes, you can do it with simple tools that you have at your house. All it takes is just pretty much a little bit of time and really wanting to do things. Like, you know, I could have spent the money on buying the fender, but what for if to me it's still good, you know. I have the original VIN number. Still need to work the sheet metal. As of right now, this is kind of like the raw part of my sheet metal work. Right now, all I'm trying to do is just to make this fit with my headlight, which is over there, and the bumper. Right now, I have this is the car. I want to show you what happened to it. So this car got hit. Fortunately, Subaru and Toyota. Let me put some light here. Hopefully, I mean not hopefully. Thankfully, they designed this car with drifters in mind. My phone is not catching it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so I guess they designed the car to be like a track car, sport car, drift car, whatever, that was meant to be in accidents every so often. You know, little accidents or why not. But the reason why I'm saying is because, you know, I had worked in many cars front ends, and most of the the radiator support, they come welded to the car or to the frame, whatever. But on this car, it comes bolted on. Most of it, not all of it. This is the only spots where it goes weld on, and the rest it goes bolt on. You can see some holes here. This little tower got damaged when the ABS pushed back. Nothing big. No, the strut is still straight. Suspension is still straight. The frame's still straight. Just pretty much like I say, it just this radiator support that comes all the way to here and from here to here. And like I say, it comes bolted. So it's pretty much in bolt-on fits. Although I need to do some welding there. I'm replacing this part. The part's coming. It's on its way. So yeah. So this is the car. So like I say, they designed this car really good. Right here, the fenders. They have a pre-fender, I would call, and that pre-fender I can show you on this side. This is the fender, and this piece right here that goes across is just like a pre-fender, I would call it. I don't know how to call that part, but man, that part took so much of the impact. When we got the car, you know, and we were looking at the car, it looked way worse than what it was. But it was because these parts are meant to absorb impact. And that's what they did. The car's still straight. You will see the tire that's turning all the way, but I did that so I can have more room to work down there. But the car's straight. This is the piece that goes there that I'm also working on. This goes right here, and then your fender goes on top, and this is what was bent down Now it's gonna bend back in place. Still need to work on. These are really cheap parts. You probably can buy it, but this car will be designated for drifting or tracking the car. So I'm not trying to put all these new parts and then eventually have to like replace these messed up parts. You already got messed up once, not by me. That's how I got the car. But I'm trying to avoid and buying parts if I'm gonna keep tracking the car, drifting the car, and there's no point to buy new or expensive parts. I know there's a lot of people who they always want the best that there is out there, the best wheels, the best body kits, the best of everything. They will not take a salvage car, which this is a salvage car. But I don't care. Like I say, it's just a drift car. And I've seen people who they even take the engines out and swap the engines. So it's pretty much the same thing with this car. That's the point of the car. Buy a salvage, use it, track it, and just not have to worry about the car. This car, because it was a salvage, it means that it's not owned by a bank, it's not owned by a dealer. It's just straight up free, a little free car. I mean, not free as value that cost me, but free as not needing me to do any payments on it. And all the money that I could be using towards paying the car now could go into the car. And as you can see, really, I'm not even putting too much money into the car because I'm fixing the same parts that are on the car. And right there itself, it's saving me a lot of money. Just look at the bumper, the fender. I will not wanting to buy a $250 fender and then get it damaged in the first or second track day. I will prefer to damage that one and trying to fix it again, or why not? But this is where we at. Sorry if I got so sidetracked, but this is what we're doing. So if you want to see the whole thing fits, please subscribe, like, share, and follow me. Stay by, and you will see the bumper fits eventually. This is the first video. Thank you for watching. Bye.